Greetings. Welcome to EDTV News Channel, the People's Channel. In this report, we have a few stories to talk about, including an international news coming out of Florida. Stay tuned for the full reports. Blessings to all subscribers and viewers. If you're here for the first time, you can support the channel by like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell. So we'll start off with the international news coming out of Florida. Man of Jamaican descent fatally shoot stepfather in Florida. So we'll get into the report. Authorities are intensifying their search after Selassie Richards, 27-year-old Jamaican descent accused of fatally shooting his stepfather, Cleo's parent, 57, at a plantation home in Florida on Saturday morning. The incident occurred shortly before 11:30 a.m. at a residence in the 7,000 block of West Sunrise Boulevard, according to the plantation police. After the alleged shooting, Richard fled in his mother's car, crashing it nearby on the 6,500 block of West Sunrise Boulevard. He then fled on foot, sparking a widespread manhunt. Police believe Richards may still be armed, as no weapon was recovered from the abandoned vehicle. Richards' mother, who was present during the shooting, provided critical information to investigators. Officers set up perimeters in Plantation and neighboring Sunrise, deploying police dogs and a Broward Sheriff Office helicopter in their search. Despite the effort, Richard has managed to evade capture for 3 days. First responders' radio transmissions revealed that Richard was spotted running through the area shortly after the shooting, but he eluded capture. As of Tuesday night, police have not located him. The Plantation Police Department stated they are actively following leads to determine Richard's whereabouts. Very, very sad story, people. No, people. Richards, him get the name Selassie, a powerful name. So that tells me say he's from a Rastafarian background for them give him that name. Thinking that when him born and them give him the name, he will grow up to be a very, positive-minded young man. But instead, people, him shoot and take out him stepfather, 57-year-old. How sad is that, people? Now, people, watch this video.
Family members tell us his name was Cleo's Peart, but neighbors tell us they knew him as Paul, the guy who was always willing to lend a hand. According to the family, he was killed by his own stepson.
They just distraught.
Plantation police received a 911 call for a domestic shooting Saturday morning at the Apple Creek community off Sunrise Boulevard. When they arrived, they found Cleo's Peart dead and the shooter gone. That's when a manhunt was activated.
And another neighbor saw the person run away, get into an accident with Paul's vehicle right up here, and then flee. And then later in the day, I had the SWAT in my backyard.
By sky and ground, Plantation police, along with Broward Sheriff's Office, blocked off an area not far from the scene. A black Mercedes SUV sat empty, but no suspect. Around 6 p.m., crime scene investigators and the medical examiner showed up to continue the investigation. Shortly after 7, they pulled the body out of the house as family members watched in agony. Peart's neighbor says this is a great loss to their tight-knit community.
I knew him as Rastaman Paul, just a nice guy. I was just over at the unit over here. The lady works for Home Depot. She would see Paul in there every morning, or practically every morning, buying supplies. The easiest, nicest, most mellow guy that you could meet.
Now, you see the video, people. Tell me in the comment section what you think. Now, we'll move on back to local side, people. Arrow movie. Body believed to be of missing British mother found in shallow grave. And now the police them are hunt people for the 37-year-old husband. Because the husband lied people to Dan's daughter and say him report her missing to the police, which was a lie. So we'll get into the report. As the Jamaican police intensified their search on Monday for Dawn Anderson, the 64-year-old British woman who went missing last week, her family's hope of finding her alive dwindled. By nightfall, their worst fears were realized when the authorities discovered what they believed to be Anderson's body in a shallow grave in Petersfield in Westmoreland. Anderson had been missing since Monday, November 25, just a day after arriving in Jamaica for her annual winter vacation. Speaking with the news media on Monday, hours before the discovery, her daughter Fiona Anderson said the family had a good feelings that her mother was dead. She noted the profound impact her disappearance had on the family, likening the experience to a horror movie. This is the reality of Jamaica right now. It's not safe for women. Violence against women is an epidemic in this country. There is story after story of violence against female and then murder. And it is all senseless, she said. According to the data from Statistical Institution of Jamaica, an average of 124 females have been taken out annually in the country between 2019 and 2023. Fiona explained that her mother, who was born in Jamaica but moved to the United Kingdom at the age of 7, had spent her first night in Montego Bay. She recalled Anderson being very excited and looking forward to heading to her home in Roaring River, Westmoreland the next day. However, Fiona's optimism quickly turned to concern when she received an urgent message from her mother's husband of 9 months. 37-year-old ANGREA Morrison asked her to call him. When Fiona returned the call, Morrison told her that Anderson had gone missing in Negril after he had left her on a beach for hours. He claimed he had reported her disappearance to the Negril police and that a search party had been activated. Fiona was confused as her mother was very familiar with Negril, and it seems unlikely she would go missing there. When she questioned Morrison about whether he had checked if Anderson had returned home, he admitted he had not. She also reportedly contacted the Negril police to inquire about the missing person report, only to learn that Morrison had not filed one, but him tell her people that him filed a missing report. That becomes him the main suspect. You see what I'm saying, people? No, people, we'll move on. This time to talk about one of the coolest female alive, people. Now, this story is so disgusting that, we have to just call her a cool killer. Woman shared meal with 8-year-old Daniel Rowe before slitting people her little throat. So we'll get into the report. The woman convicted of abducting and taking out 8-year-old Daniel Rowe in 2023 shared a meal with the child before slitting her throat and leaving her on the street to die. The gruesome detail was shared in court on Monday by attorney Pierre Rogers, who is making a plea deal for leniency for the confessed killer. Dental assistant Kayodi SATCHELL argued that his client's action shows that she did not steal the child away with the premeditated intent of doing the child harm, but was in fact making a desperate cry for help. Rogers made the argument in his plea and mitigation address before Supreme Court Judge Justice Caroline Ty Powell in the Home Circuit Court Division of the Supreme Court in downtown Kingston. The attorney, while emphasizing that there was no justifiable reason for the dropout of anyone, especially a child, said the act was triggered when SATCHELL, who was in a stormy and unfortunate relationship with Daniel's father, who is a policeman, was informed by him via social media message, which simply said, if you know what good for you, you go test yourself for the word name with H, I, and a V. So people, she upset with the father because the father give her whatever she get from him, right? And she now go for the little girl that is so innocent and take her out. And now people, the lawyer asks for leniency for her. No, people, we can't make up them story. This is not real. You know what I'm saying? I only hope, people, the judge give her a full length of the law. You know what I'm saying, people? Double or a triple life sentence. You get what I'm saying, people? One for abduction, one for take her out. You know what I'm saying? And they must can't find one because she feed her before she take her out. You know what I'm saying? This is so disgusting coming from a female. You know what I'm saying, people? No, people, we'll move on. This time, we'll talk about the dropouts in Jamaica for 2024. And the number so far is 1060. You know what I'm saying? No, people, for the last 22 years straight, Jamaica have recorded over 1,000 dropout each year. You know what I'm saying? And you'll see the years of dropouts on the screen. So we'll get into the report. Jamaica have now recorded 1,060 murders in 11 months. With less than a month to go before the end of the year, Jamaica has recorded a total of 1,060 dropouts. This was revealed in the latest crime figures, which was published by the Jamaica Constabulary Force, JCF, this morning and covers January 1 to November 30th. The current tally is 228 fewer, or 17.7% decline in dropouts when compared to the corresponding period last year. The latest statistics also indicate that 21 people were taken out the last week, November 23 to 30. A week prior, 44 were taken out across all 19 police divisions. The latest figures show that 2 police divisions have recorded over 100 dropouts, St. James with 118 and St. Andrew South with 112. Portland has the fewest homicide with 13 dropouts so far. The St. Andrew South Police Division had a mass dropout last week along Waltham Park Road where 5 people were shot and taken out in separate incidents. Now, people, as we say, you know, Jamaica have recorded over 1,000 dropouts for the last 22 years straight. Them don't miss a beat, people. But yet still, people, all of the governments them say them can't deal with the crime. But they can't, people. Them can't. You know what I'm saying? Because their approach to crime and violence in Jamaica is way off, people. Zozo, curfew, people that can't, solve crime and violence in Jamaica. You get what I'm saying? So them have no idea what them doing. Now, people, last but not least, Ctoc searching for a 52-year-old man. So we'll get into the report. Detectives attached to the Constabulary Financial Unit, CFU, are seeking the public's assistance in locating 52-year-old Jason Kameka, who they believe can assist them with an ongoing investigation. You know, I monitor that, people. The lawmen said they have tried repeatedly to locate Kameka, who is known to frequent West End, Negril in Westmoreland, and Waterloo Avenue in St. Andrew. Their efforts proved futile. They are now appealing to Kameka to make contact with them immediately by calling 876-928-5141. Alternatively, Kameka may visit the CFU, a section within the Counterterrorism and Organized Crime Investigation Division located at 45 East Queen Street in downtown Kingston. So you know, there's some money thing, people, that, you know what I'm saying? So Kameka now, you know, if you just show up to them and sort out, you know, the matter. You know what I'm saying? More likely that not going to happen. Because them a search for him for a long time and can't find him. You know what I'm saying? And them search all of his location, still can't find him. So them have to go search and dig him out anywhere he is. So there you have it, people. Please leave your comments in the comment section and tell me what you think. One aim, one God, one destiny. Walk good, talk good, live good. Blessings.